Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Fueling a Dream here at Creative Works Farm, the proud home of Camp Light. We're back in the shop today, returning from Sick Week 2025 in Florida, where we got to race at 4 different tracks and compete with our 2019 Ford F-150. We ran Dial Your Own class, which was 125 in the class, and we actually finished 9th out of 125, so we're super excited about that. But to say this event was fun is an understatement. Me, Kathy, and Zach, man, we had an absolute blast getting to do this. So we're going to show video clips of all my racing and a lot of other stuff and cars and all the people that we met. And the fun thing is we got to promote Camp Light also while we were racing. So it was a win-win. At the end, we're also going to show a video of my 1955 Ford two-door station wagon. That's a big block Ford twin turbo car that we're building for drag week, sick week, those type of events. We've been building the car for about 5 years. It's been a slow process, especially with all the camp stuff going and my construction business. It's really hard to keep up, but we're finally finding some time. We're hoping that we're going to be testing this summer, but at the end of this video, stay tuned and watch and you'll get to see my 55 Ford wagon we're working on. But also, wanted to do a little nostalgic thing. See if some of you guys recognize this game from back in the late 70s, early 80s. All right, so here we go. It's the Red Line drag racing game. I don't know if you guys remember this thing, but man, my buddy Scott Mitchell had it when we were kids. We wore this thing out. Just play it for hours on end, seeing who could set the fastest time. Anything from modified to top fuel. Man, it was so much fun. But anyway, brings back good memories. I bought this one at a flea market, I don't know, a couple years back now. It's been sitting on the shelf. And it does turn on, but doesn't work properly. So if anybody knows anybody that fixes these things, I would love to send it off, get it operating, and fixed where it works good, and let my grandkids play it with me, man. It'd be all kinds of fun. So please comment if you know anybody that tinkers with these, or if you had one. Anyway, on to the video. Thanks for watching. So check out this super cool drawing that Paul Hurley did for me and Kathy. Got us in the truck cruising all around Florida. So Sunday was, we got there early for test and tune, so we were able to get like 4 test passes in, which was awesome. And second pass out, I get to actually run Bryant Goldstein, which was pretty cool.
From this side, you filmed it from this side over here.
A legend in the drag and drive world.
Don't be intimidated. Scott gets to run one of the fastest cars here. Seats. Well, I hope he gets enough traction here. Wasn't much of a burnout. Had some wheel hop. All right, gets to run one of the fastest vehicles here. Car's been 221. Scott's running 130. 100 mile an hour difference almost.
So what was cool was actually I beat him to the finish line because he was only running the 330. He was just doing a test hit. Super cool CUDA that was Fuel injected, pretty sweet ride. And of course, Cletus McFarland, they did a $7,500 challenge with him and his crew at the Freedom Factory, where they all had to have a $7,500 car and then see who could set the fast time for the week. And then they had a shootout on the last day. They ended up Tom Bailey joined in with them. Super cool trailer there. I'd like to have me one of those. And to say there were some cool trailers is an understatement. We'll see a few of those here shortly. But this is actually Tech Day. So on Tech Day, which was Monday, it was raining. We were also supposed to be testing. That's a really cool fastback that's got a Sonny Leonard Hemi in it. That's twin dominator, naturally aspirated. That's the class he was running in. Those guys are actually from Virginia. And this is actually Finnegan's trailer, Mike Finnegan, and him and the Blasphemy, which is the 55 Chevrolet with the Hemi in it, right here. It actually has a third little jump seat in the back, and they actually had a crew of 3 guys total riding the whole event. There's another picture of his trailer. Super, super cool design. Man, just had everything in the right place. Really neat. But that car is a stick shift car, so that was kind of neat. Straight axle stick shift car. These guys were from Canada. This thing was a right-hand drive. I'm not sure of the motor combination that was in it. And then this S10 here was actually, a nitro motor. I think they were going to be running nitro methane the days at the track, but they actually broke the first day. Cool little Chevy too, and you saw the beadlock stock wheels there with the hubcaps. That's pretty neat looking idea. And of course the man himself, Tom Bailey, which with SICK 2.0 there. And then there was quite a few of the LTDs, the Lincoln Mercury Zephyrs, those kind of things. And these are the guys from Sweden, this Stefan Gustafsson, and their new, I guess you call it a Pro Mod Camaro that's all stretched out crazy. Pretty cool little Dart there. I never got over to ask the guy what was in it. Hopefully Mopar powered. There was quite a few bugs too. There was a group of them that brought them. I think it might have been 11 of them total. It was really neat to see those guys running. And Alex Taylor, of course, from Hot Rod Garage, and we kind of know them from going out to Bonneville too, where she was running the Keith and Tanya Turk's Camaro out there last year. And she actually set a record too. A lot of cool LS Fox bodies and stuff there. Whole bunch of them with LS's in them. And there was a few with Fords in them, which I was happy to see. Because you guys know me, I'm a Ford guy. But I like them all. And the Soccer Mom Camaro, the KSR Performance guys. And this little thing was the Boosted Boys. The guy with I think it's Kyle, with the Honda Odyssey 4-wheel drive van. He also has the Platycee, which is the Tesla, same van, but with a Tesla motor. It's pretty fast. I think the 4-wheel drive, whatever that J3 thing is, went like low 9s. Here's everybody getting ready the first day. It was 380 registered drivers ready to go. And by the end of the week, I think we finished with 300 that actually finished the week. Super cool big block pickup square body. I think he run high 8s, if I'm not mistaken. But man, there's a lot of cool cars. And this is day 1, so this was actually Tuesday. And of course, Brett LaSalle and the Snot Rocket. That's one bad piece right there. That thing, man, set every radial record. He broke radial records there. And of course, ended up winning the whole thing. And Tom, he struggled. First day he was out, I don't know what they broke or what happened. These guys came all the way from Alaska with this thing, which was pretty cool. They drove it all the way from Alaska and then raced it, I'm assuming drove back home. Cool little crew cab Chevy too. I like the color on this one, so I found out the color from them. It might be one that we end up painting the wagon that color. And that Mustang there, I believe, has the 392 new generation Hemi in it. Our friend David Armstrong from West Virginia they were struggling all week, but I think they ended up finishing, so that was cool to see. Here we are on the road, leaving from, well, one of the pictures, leaving. We ain't left yet. So this is our day one pass at South Georgia Motorsports Park. So with that, we run the Dial Your Own class, like I was saying earlier. And so when we made this pass today, we had to take that time slip because we had a late start because of the rain. They had to dry the track. So everybody only got one pass. You had to take that time slip, turn it in, and then with Dial Your Own, we tried to run as close to that number as we could all day. Or all week, excuse me. And this is Leadfoot City, which was a drag strip, was our checkpoint, which is a 320-mile drive to get to Bradenton, and we're right next door to the Freedom Factory with Cletus McFarland. Here we are, some cars rolling in that morning.
All right, rolling in here to Bradenton.
So for some guys, that was a long drive. It was for us too. So here's my pass at Bradenton. A little grainy. I think Zach was filming Facebook Live. But the guy in the 55, he actually worked for Disney, and that car was used in the promotional thing for the movie, I think, Tim Burton, Nightmare Before Christmas, actually. That's why it's got the kind of ghost stuff painted on the side of it. And here's the guys with the naturally aspirated Mustang, which was I think a 632 big block Chevrolet. The cool thing is Dave Hunt and Tim Etter are the ones that built the chassis on it. They're the same guys that built the chassis for my 55 Ford wagon. So this guy's Fast Eddie Esner. He ended up setting the record for the naturally aspirated and ended up winning the whole week for that. This is one of our friends. His name happens to be Paul, but Paul Hurley from London, his friend. So we saw them at a checkpoint, and he recognized the truck, so we had to get out and take a picture with him, and it was cool to meet him. And then we saw him later in the week as well. And here we are at Orlando the next day. That drive was a lot shorter, only, let me think, right at 200 miles, I believe. So that wasn't as bad. So a couple hours and we were there. So we had stops along the way, which were a lot of fun too. So we're getting ready to make our pass here. And the cool thing is our good friend Tom Stewart, that's on the Jezzel Land Speed team with us, actually was there for work, and he got to come over and hang out with us for the day.
We actually had less than 5 Fox Mustangs on 666 last year. Eddie found one.
1075.
2019
127.
Lightning Edition.
That works, Scott.
Like guys, you guys know that we helped with the Bonneville Land Speed team with the Wayne Jezzel, and Tom Stewart's on the team. And man, super talented guy. There's so many wonderful people on that crew that just have so much talent in the automotive world. It's just so cool to hang out with them and learn from them. Pictures of some more cars. As we're leaving Orlando, we had to stop at the Christmas Florida, the Christmas post office, and we sent our grandkids postcards from there. It's pretty cool. And then here's Zach's wagon. We're on the beach at Daytona. We drove on the beach and got to cruise around. We kept the truck off the sand because we didn't want anything to get up in the quarter panels and have to worry about it falling on the racetrack. But this is our drive up the road. And beside Zach right there is Tom Bailey, because he joined the $7,500 challenge with Cletus and them, because he ended up buying something since he was out. He bought an old, IROC style Camaro. There's one of the cruises in the evening, and next morning we end up at Gainesville. So that drive was good. It was not bad at all. But I tell you, the crowd had grown and crazy. on-car camera action. Thanks to Zach. And here I am. I got interviewed by Adam Dory for Freedom Plus. So that was pretty cool. We were on the live stream. Got to talk all about the F-150, the 55 we're building, and then also got to plug Camp Light. So that was a fun time. Here we are back at South Georgia, getting ready to make our last pass. But man, the event was just so much fun. Great weather, great people. And the last stop, they kind of actually shut the town streets down, let everybody cruise through and hang out. We had a parking lot to park the cars in. That was really neat. There's Tom. See, I think Zach's in the background there, kind of photobombing him. Pretty funny. But this is, I believe, a 58 or 59 Vet that's got a Steve Morris motor in it with a Lenco BMW. It was a little bit of everything, which was what was neat about the event, is that everybody's trying to go fast in something different. All kinds of engine combinations and power plants, and yeah, it's neat. There's the man, Brett LaSala again. I think his fastest pass ended up going a 6:04 at 2:20 something. I'm not sure the exact number, but that's a bad piece of machinery there. They've got it figured out, and it's Coyote powered, which is super cool. But yeah, we got to see so many cool cars. Met a lot of great people. It was awesome. Yep, there's the Mustang again with the color that I like. Might end up on my wagon. This is the checkpoint at, oh good gosh, Larson Motorsports, which they actually have like a tech school there that teaches, all types of automotive and engineering kind of things. And they actually build jet-powered, dragsters, funny cars, that kind of thing. I think mostly dragsters. But they actually had 3 or 4 of them in there they were building, and the students actually get to help build them and design and do all that cool stuff. Couple pictures of cars while we were sitting, and this one is a Godzilla, I guess a LTD wagon, or a Fairmont wagon, sorry, but super cool ride. Had a back seat in it, and the kids were actually riding with him on sick week, him and the wife and the children. That was super cool to see that. I think it run in the 8s, if I'm not mistaken. Got the footballs in there to protect the turbos. Had some pretty cool gassers in the gasser class. I think that was the one that was actually Mike Finnegan's giveaway car, if I'm not mistaken. And the sick week merchandise trailer, man, that thing was hopping all week long. I was glad to see it. Everybody's wanting to buy the merchandise. There's our friends with the naturally aspirated. His name's actually Scott as well. And the Blasphemy again. I think he ended up finishing the week. I believe that the Mustang finished as well. This coupe right here is super cool. Nice fella too. I talked to him. But he's been at every one of them, all 4 that I've been to, or the 3 we've been to. Little Miata there with some type of LS in it, I believe. The wheel standing Cutlass, I believe, if I'm thinking right. And this one was cool. It's a Tesla that's I believe a big block Chevrolet twin turboed. Super cool. Man, they had one really neat trailer. I mean, it was so well designed. They had quite a few issues during the week, but they ended up making it, I think. No, that's right. They ended up having a trailer, but they came and made exhibition passes anyway. This little Spitfire thing started out the first year, I don't know, running 11s or 12s, and I think it's down in the low 8s or 7s now. Alex Taylor, which she completed the week. I think she finished 2nd or 3rd. We actually talked with her, because we kind of know him a little bit from Bonneville, and called her out for, match race with the 55 wagon so we could have the Ford versus Chevy someday whenever I get mine done. And the Sick the Mag ice cream truck, that thing followed us all week. And the cool thing was it was free hot dogs and ice cream for all the drag racers. So they would ride through the pits and feed you. This is a picture from the air, I think at Bradenton. I don't know. I have to look back. But man, the crowd this time. And there's our buddy Tom Stewart with me and Zach. Like I said, it was great to get to see him and hang with him a little bit. But yeah, the whole event was just super cool to get to do this. And the drives were really neat. Good combination of back roads and some interstate, and a lot of neat things to see. I think this might have been, I don't know, maybe one of our last nights. Yep. So here's the wagon. My 55 Ford two-door ranch wagon. It's a 598 big block Ford with twin 88s. It has two sets of injectors, methanol tank up front, and then a pump gas tank in the rear. It's a Rossler Turbo 400, the Gulf Coast carbon drive shaft. It'll have a mixture of carbon interior and aluminum, big carbon tubs. We'll be running slick tires, so we'll be running like a 34-17. Tailgate will be removable, and the hatch, of course, will still flip up. It's got Menser shocks on it. We're super excited to get it finished. We're hoping we'll be testing, this June, and get used to the car, get licensed, all that stuff, and figure it out, and then hopefully we shall be at Sick Week 2026 with it. But still a ways to go. But we're hoping very soon we'll actually be making some noise with it. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and help us grow the channel to help Creative Works Farm, the proud home of Camp Light.